We begin this evening with a primetime news special report. With the first week of the new school year now at the halfway stage, this evening we zero in on children at the primary level. Giovanni Dennis explores how the pandemic has impacted them emotionally and psychologically in part one of Children of COVID.
Life in the pandemic.
COVID destroyed everything.
Yeah, what it destroy? What do you mean?
Like, it destroyed your family, your friends, and like the people you love.
Views from children.
It's very hard for me because I can't go out and go and look for my friends. I have to ask. Sometimes I can go, but I have to wear my mask. And sometimes with my thumb.
Primary school children.
It's good. I just read books because my mother always tells me to read books and read my Bible every day and tell God to just cover us from COVID-19.
When COVID happened, I was sad because I never get to go to school anymore. And then I got to go to face-to-face, and then I didn't learn so much.
Which makes some COVID adjustments unwelcomed.
I don't like when I wear a mask because sometimes it will be hard to breathe through. So when we are trying to catch air, you have to drag it down or take it off and breathe and put it on back.
How that make you feel?
Sad.
What makes them happy though is online playtime.
Sometimes we text on WhatsApp and stuff, and sometimes we play a game together like Roblox and Minecraft.
What's that like?
It's fun because we get to like build a house and we get to FaceTime ourselves and we just play games. And sometimes we read books together.
You find that you spend a lot of time playing Roblox?
Yes.
And that means hours of screen time. We'll examine drawbacks of this later. But options are limited for this generation growing up in a world that has paused. In fact, UNICEF reports that the effects of living in lockdown has scarred children.
Sometimes I just feel like I have it. Sometimes I stay away from my brothers and my grandmother because I don't want them to catch it and stuff.
The pandemic is very sad because there's a lot of people dying, and it's like when people get COVID and they rush to the hospital and some other day they just die.
A September 2020 UNICEF study shows emotions like frustration, anxiety, and fear have heightened among children in Jamaica.
Sometimes they tell how many people have died and ill, and some of them in the hospital and stuff, hospitalized and ill, and they show the numbers on the TV. So I write down them in a book and look at how many people have died, and if they put a new one on it, I write it down as well.
Why you do that?
Because I don't know, I just want to write it down, and then when I look over on the news and look over it, I just look over and see how many people have died.
Data from the Education Ministry reveal 120,000 students were out of school last year. Half of them are primary students. Even those who attend online school are displeased.
Online school is very kind of boring sometimes because you just get to sit around the computer or your device and just listen and do your work. It's not like you're gonna have lunch and like go outside and play. It's because sometimes the camera will lag and sometimes it will be always glitching. It's just like when you're speaking and you can't unmute your mic.
Which takes us to internet connectivity.
Sometimes when the current chip out and then it comes back, the internet takes like 15 to 20 minutes to come back. So when it connects, it says connects without internet. So once I'm trying to join the class, he's going to say, please check your internet connection and try again.
Sometimes the internet go away and come back, go away and come back. We just have to wait until it come back for us to rejoin the class and stuff.
It happens to some of my classmates.
How many of you?
15 of them, cause it's 23 students and 15 sometimes they can't join the class.
And after 18 months of this, they're tired.
I just wish it to go away and never come back because we have never had a virus like this. We never had one like this with people dying every day.
What are you looking forward to after COVID?
After COVID, play football and help mommy and daddy.
Going back to school and see my friends and teachers. I'm looking forward to just go back to school in face-to-face. I just make sure that it never ever come back and destroy my life again.
Things are gonna get easier.
In part 2, we'll hear researchers on long-term drawbacks COVID is having on children and government's intervention plan. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.
Things are gonna get easier.